welcome to Current Household! Yay, finally! I think. I don't know. So, I started a new Current Household family thingy, and we do have quite a lot to go and tell. So, let's just start then. Why don't you do that? So, this is our first sim. She is called Aubrey Safe, and she was my original sim that I started my current household with. She is a very hardworking girl who had nothing and worked her way to having a big house with a sort of big family, and yeah. So she started with nothing and ended up having a lot. Even if she didn't have the money she had, she feels like she has a lot because she has a big family with 3 kids of her own and one adopted. Sort of, she isn't exactly adopted, but she did take care of one of the kids that is her husband's first kid. But we'll go into that later. But Aubrey here is an adult. She just aged up to an adult. She has 18 days until she is an elder, and she loves the outdoors. She is self-assured, she's creative, she's a speed reader, super green thumb, naturalist, and collector. So she is my original sim that I really worked hard on making sure she got her aspirations done, and I didn't want her to miss anything because she did start with only having very small resources, although I did give her love the outdoors. So she did work her way up to having this big grand house, but she does prefer being outside, so that's why we have a couple of stuff outside. And she is working on Big Happy Family, so she has 3 children. She is friends with 3 of her children's friends, or be anyway, and she wants to have one of her kids get married, which is obviously something going to in the future since her kids is either babies or a teen. But I work really hard on her aspirations. Same with some of the kids. I haven't worked really that hard with Yvonne yet, but I'm making up for that right now. But a little bit about her background story. She was a little bit alone and had little resources when it came to money, and eventually she met Paolo, who turned into her husband later in their time together. But first she met Paolo, he had another sorry about that, I got something I needed to do that I randomly decided to remember while recording. Oh, it's fun when you forget something. But anyways, so she met Paolo, who already had I don't think they were girlfriend or boyfriend or engaged or married or anything. They were just romantic interests, but obviously Paolo cared quite a lot about Katrina, which is Lola's mother. He was with Katrina Caliente, who really liked him, and they had quite a good relationship, or I think they had an okay relationship at least. Well, it's decreased quite a lot since last time, but they did have quite a good relationship before he met, obviously, Aubrey here, and he was quite in love with her, and then obviously he had a baby with her. But after Katrina gave birth to Lola, she accidentally, or unfortunately, died. Which made obviously Paolo really sad, And obviously Aubrey, who was his friend and had a crush on him from the beginning, obviously wanted to make sure he was okay, and they obviously had already moved in together because of her finances and she need of money. And then obviously Aubrey took care of Lola until Paolo felt like he was ready to move on, and after mourning quite a lot of Katrina, he's still mourning her obviously because he did love her quite a lot, and he does take quite good care of Lola, who is his daughter. And then eventually Paolo realized he actually does like Aubrey quite a lot, and then they eventually started dating, which was really fun for Lola because she was obviously taking care of Aubrey. She does look up to Aubrey as she's sort of her mom. She does look like Aubrey as her mom, even though she knows she isn't her mom, and she knows her mom has died, unfortunately. But she does care quite a lot about Aubrey and considers her mom because she has taken care of her all her life and obviously helped her with her homework and everything like that. And Lola was really happy when she figured out they were starting to date, and she is struggling with the cake, which apparently has quite a lot of spices in it. So obviously Aubrey made herself as a mom role, and then eventually she and Paolo started dating, and they had a child together. Obviously they got married and then they had Yvonne, who is now a teen. I did actually age her up to a teen. I didn't have her as a kid or anything like that, so she got aged up to a teen quite right away because I was kind of curious to see what she looked like, and then I really fell in love with her as a teen, and then she's a teen. So currently I'm working on her aspiration, which is becoming a computer whiz, and she is super sad, but she has only 1 hour left, so I think she's going to be fine. And then after a while they decided it was time for them to have another baby, and then they had twins. They had twin baby boys, so they have Nick and Benny are as their twin boys, and obviously that made her almost complete her aspiration. Only she wants to have a child get married, which is obviously going to be Yvonne because the game doesn't consider Lola as her kid, even though I consider her as her kid. The game doesn't do that. I don't know if I did read up this, but if I didn't, I'm sorry. And she obviously has a lot of interest in making her family huge and a big successful family. She wants her kid to have what she didn't have when she was a child, which was a loving, caring family, because she was thrown out when she was a kid, or not a kid, a teen, because I don't know why, she doesn't know why they threw her out, but they threw her out when she was just a teen and she had to take care of herself. And then eventually she met Paolo, who helped her through quite a lot, and they are now married and happy together, and they have quite a lot of money, and he is working on a bodybuilder thingy. I still struggle with this one, I don't know why. And he's a level 4 in the athlete career. He has quite some random traits thingies. And obviously he knows quite a lot of people and his kids obviously. And he is an adult, and he is a little bit older than Aubrey, so he has 10 days until he is an elder. And he's a little bit hungry. And he is a club called Powerhouse and Party House, which is okay. They haven't been having any club gathering for a while because he obviously got to be a dad, and that was kind of his first priority. Uh, and then Lola, she is a teen, but she has 6 days, or 5 days actually, till she ages up. And she's creative, romantic, creatively gifted, savant, and muser. And she is working on Painter Extraordinaire, and she has to complete 10 excellent paintings. And she is a B student because she worked really hard on becoming an A student when she was a kid, and she has a random set of traits, but I really am working hard on her DJ mixing because I want her to be sort of a DJ, even though I don't think that's a profession. She needs to use the bathroom porter. And Yvonne obviously is wanting to be a computer whiz, and she just aged up, so she has 12 days until she is a young adult. So that's kind of their background story. Paolo obviously had to go mourn his loss of his loved one, but eventually he did find a new love, and now he has 3 kids, or 4 kids. He has 3 with Yvonne and 1 with Katrina Caliente. And he keeps wanting to die for some reason because he keeps getting eaten by the cow plant, which is kinda annoying. But oh well, Paolo, you do you. And I guess I can show you the house. So this is their house. This is Aubrey's garden that she works quite hard on. This is sort of stuff that she likes to do outside, like watch TV or just relax with some yoga and read some books. And this is obviously Lola's place to be. She loves DJing or painting, and Yvonne haven't started figuring out what she likes yet, except for being on the computer. Paolo has his workout equipment here, and this is our home. This is a huge, I don't know if you can call it modern home, I don't know what this is called, but it's a big house with a lot of windows because Aubrey doesn't like being kind of caged in a way, if that makes sense. So her compromise in order to get house was that she was allowed to have as many windows as possible, except for obviously the toilet. It's not someplace you have a lot of big windows because you do need some privacy. But that was her compromise in order to agree on moving in a house. So obviously when you first go in, you go into the dining kitchen area where it's all open space except for the bathrooms, obviously, and just colorful, fun. Not a huge big kitchen, but she doesn't need it. A computer that they all share except for Yvonne. She has her own space where she works on her computer with career aspiration thingy. But except for that, they do have a computer they all share. This is the parents' bedroom that they use. This used to be the kids' bedrooms, but obviously when they had expanded their family, they needed a bigger space for the kids, which are upstairs. And this is their bathroom, and obviously their living room thingy. And obviously this huge giant staircase which leads to the upstairs, which is the kids' bedroom. So this is where they have some fun together. I decided to give them a arcade games thingy, and obviously a bathroom because there are quite a lot of people here right now. So I gave them some fun and obviously a bathroom. And these are the kids' beds. So this is Lola's bedroom or bed. This is Yvonne's bed. I think this is going to be Nick's bed, and this is going to be Benny's bed. Obviously they are just babies at the moment, so they are sleeping here. And it's just a big open space, not except for the bathrooms. There are actually no rooms here, and obviously this is this is Yvonne's computer room. As you can see, she's decorated this with different kinds of paintings and stuff like that. So she has this own little space where she can be locked in a way, but still it's not too far away. Although I do hate that this is what happens with her hair, so I might change her hair eventually. But that's kind of their story. I am going to have a little bit of a drama eventually, I think. I don't know yet. They are a big happy family at the moment, and I do love that, but it's kind of boring to just have a big happy family as well. So am going to create maybe some drama, maybe with the kids, because who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But that's kind of my update or my current household updating. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry if it wasn't too fun to watch. It's just a little bit of an update on how they're doing. And I just started playing with this family, or not just started, but I'm still creating their story and still working on everything that they want to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, even though it's a little bit boring to watch, I think. So bye!